Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
Commitment. I'm recording this podcast Friday night. Before I leave on holidays, I'm getting everything all loaded up before my husband and I and Ed are going to Kauai for a week. It's our first time without kids. That's not a business trip, and that's a week. So our oldest son turned 7, so this has been like 7 years since we've been on a trip solo, just him and I, for more than like business trips. We've done like 2, 3, 4 days. We had a weekend or like 2 nights in Vancouver, kind of a few weeks before my birthday in May. But yeah, we are stoked, and it's my commitment to get 3 episodes out to you a week. And I ain't recording podcasts in Kauai. So here we go, and I'm walking around outside as I record this, but let's talk about this. So I had an experience this week that was very interesting. And I was dropped off my youngest son, Kai, at daycare. And I'm driving back home, and there's a school. There's a school that I pass as we drive back home. So, school zone, you have to slow down. And I know it's summertime. People are kind of like, well, do you still, you kind of do this thing where it's like if it's Christmas break or summertime, are you still doing the school zone speed? I don't really know, but I'm just going to do it. So there's this car in front of me, and they're doing that dick move where the person in front of them is driving slow because you're kind of supposed to. It's a school zone, but maybe he's going, well, school's out. You don't need to. And he's like fucking tailing the guy. Or she. I don't know if it's a man or woman. I'm just going to say he. So he's tailing the car in front of them, like right on his ass. If the car in front of him would have stopped suddenly, who would have rear-ended him? And again, just doing that dick thing. He was probably going to lean on his horn soon, and he was hoping for the car to either speed up or pull over, and just an asshole. And maybe this is going to offend you if you do drive this particular vehicle, but I'm just going to fucking say it. Dude's driving a PT Cruiser. Okay? A PT Cruiser. What kind of fucking vehicle is that? That is not something that a powerful human drives. I'm not that attached to cars and that kind of thing, but there was a lot of very important kind of behavior that was going on, and you're driving a PT Cruiser, motherfucker. PT Cruiser. So I was reflecting on that for the next 30 minutes, and I'm like, dude's acting like he's got somewhere that he has to go. Somewhere that's so important. And he's driving a PT Cruiser. And I was like, you know what, brother? You got to back that shit up. And it made me think of how many people pretend and pose and posture about how, there's so many great things they're doing in their life, or show only all the positive sides of things, or, say how they're so incredible, or their marriage is so incredible, and they love their kids, but really their marriage fucking sucks. It's not what they're appearing it to be. They only show the good sides, and things aren't going well with their children. And they're not being honest. They're not telling the truth. How many people walk around not being able to back that shit up? Meaning that their actions are not aligned with what their mouth is saying. They are unable to back that shit up. Now, if this guy was being an asshole, was driving a little bit of a nicer vehicle, maybe it would have made a difference. But I'm just going to say, for the sake of telling this story, PT Cruiser, not so powerful. Not so powerful. So you got to learn how to back that shit up. The same way that I'm recording this podcast, because I made a commitment to put out 3 episodes a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. No matter what. Committed to doing that. Who would I be if I did not hold that commitment? What is this person doing who's now stopped in front of me? So if I didn't actually follow through, I guess it is kind of weird to walk around your neighborhood where it's like pretty dark and there's cars driving around here and there, and I'm holding my phone. And I have my contacts in, so I can't really see really well. So here you go. This is my fucking commitment to you. I'm willing to get hit by a car recording this podcast. Jesus. But yeah, where would I be if I didn't back that shit up with myself, if my own actions didn't follow through? If I'm saying to you, hey, listen, commitment means you do it no matter what. You've committed to do something. It's regardless of thoughts, feelings, emotions, mood, what you feel like doing, what you don't feel like doing. If you're tired, if you're going on vacation, like just fucking get it done. I wouldn't be backing that shit up. There's a level of integrity. Really, that's the underlying theme of all this. Do you really say what you're going to do? Pardon me, let me back this up. Let me back this up. Do you really do what you say that you're going to do? Are you able to back that shit up? Do your actions align with what your mouth is actually saying? There are a lot of liars out there in the world. A lot. And I know you've been that before too, or maybe currently, and this episode is pissing you off. I've been that before too. I made all sorts of excuses and reasons and lies as to why I couldn't do those things, why I didn't follow through, why I didn't back that shit up. Don't be that woman or man. A lot of dudes listen to the podcast too. Just don't be that person. And the coolest thing is when you do actually back that shit up, when you do actually do what you say that you're going to do, you follow through, your actions are aligned with what your mouth is saying, because it is so rare, like you stand out. People pay attention. Not to mention, it's just the right fucking thing to do. Like, tell the truth, be honest. Back that shit up. Your actions must align with what your mouth is saying, with the words that you're using, with the things that you were promising, making agreements, committing to. So here's your more tip for today. Where in your life are you not backing that shit up? Where are you saying that you're going to do things and you don't? And the second part of this is clean that shit up. And what that means is this. You either apologize to people that you've dropped the ball with. You don't make excuses. You do what I call, when I explain to my boys, is a clean apology. You go in cleanly, you apologize, and then you get the hell out. There's no excuses or reasons. I'm really sorry, but I would have done that for you, and I'm really sorry. However, like, none of those ever happen. I'm sorry. So I yelled at my little boy tonight. I'm getting frustrated. Yes, I could say I'm tired. Yes, I'm like, oh, dude, why are we resisting sleep for the last month? Like, every night. Yes, you're cute, but oh God, like I just was getting frustrated. I yelled at him for a moment. It really upsets him. He was crying. And I went and I held him and I said, are you upset because Mommy yelled at you? And he just kind of nodded his head through tears. And I just said, I'm sorry, Kai. It's not okay for Mommy to yell. I could have done things like, well, Mommy wouldn't yell if you actually went to sleep. Mommy yelled because she's tired. I'm sorry that I yelled, buddy. But you know, it's really, if you did listen to Mommy, like, no, clean. Clean apology. So you either go in and apologize cleanly to the person you have dropped the ball with and not followed through with that commitment, or you clean it up and you apologize and you say that you're going to get that thing done now. The other option is you apologize and just say, listen, I can't follow through with this anymore. I cannot commit. I had something going on with my business that I wanted to complete this week. I saw it really as a need to complete this week because it keeps getting pushed to the back burner. I was like, no, I can do it. And then I talked to my guy, Joel, and I'm just like, Joel, like I can't get this done. I'm sorry. I've overcommitted. And here's when I'll get it done the week that I'm back. Like, we'll get this done. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Like, clean, right? So again, where in your life are you not backing that shit up? And the second part is what do you need to do to clean that shit up? Apologize, get it done. Apologize. Let that person know you can no longer commit. There's something that's very clean about doing these things in your life. There's no loose ends. There's no unfinished business. It's huge. It's huge. And here's the biggest part. You know, a lot of the things that we talk about here in the podcast, it's very difficult to do in isolation. And that's why I created this sister. There's so many of you that came to me that said, like, you know what, I don't have women that are like me, and I must be the only one, and I thought it was just me, and I don't have friends that are like this. And it's like, awesome, let me create something then. Because you all are, clearly having a problem with this. And so I created the Sisterhood. So it's a group of powerful women that are committed to change within their life and committed to creating the life that they want, just like you, who want the accountability. They want association of other women like them. They want access to me as a powerful coach. And they want action. Like, they want to be able to say, like, what do I need to do? Like, what are the systems that are in place? And that's all inside the Sisterhood. It's all run through a Facebook page, which is amazing. Closed Facebook page. I run a weekly Facebook Live training, a daily sisterhood tip, and like tons of action, interaction, and results that are happening inside of there. So go over to drkarenosborn.com/sisterhood. You can hear from a lot of the sisters there and what they're actually experiencing with the sisterhood, and you can sign up for your 7-day free trial today. So I will talk to the next episode. A Life of More is just one step away from me doing the fucking work every single day. I love and appreciate you, and mahalo and aloha.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosborn.com/newsletter.